Today we're talking all about the magical element of fire. So get ready, because it's about to get hot in here.
Enter a world of enchantment, of enlightenment, Meg's Magical Mansion.
Come, whoever you are, to Meg's Magical Mansion, a virtual guest house for spiritual wayfarers, a place where the ordinary becomes magical, where wisdom is yours for the asking, and where your higher nature is just a wish away. Thanks for joining me here today at Meg's Magical Mansion. I'm Meg, here with my beautiful assistant, Miss Alice Poopers. And of course, this is my delightful parlor maid, Parfait.
Charmed.
And today, Parfait, guess what we're going to be talking about?
Oh, what's that?
Well, you know what holiday's coming up soon.
No, I don't.
Beltane!
Ooh, the fire festival!
Yeah, so today we're going to be talking all about fire!
Oh, yay! I love fire. Oh, hold on. Fire?
Yes, my favorite thing in the world, fire!
No, not fire again.
Yes, fire again! More fire!
You don't understand. Her and fire?
Me and fire!
Okay, hold on.
Okay, take a load off, Parfait.
You don't understand. 4 years ago when we had our Beltane festival, let's just say things got a little out of,
Well, actually, if you want to know more about Beltane, check out our episode. I think it was from 3 years ago.
Was it 3?
I included some
footage. It feels like longer ago.
I included some footage from that festival, but none of the bad stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Just the good stuff like the fire dancer, and Beltane is a fire festival.
Absolutely.
And if you want to know more about that savant, please check out this episode. I'm going to link it at the end of this one, so you can roll right into it. Plus, last year I did one on Beltane crafts. Do you remember I'd made these really cute little...
Oh, yeah,
I made these maples, because Beltane is also like May Day. It's on May 1st.
Absolutely.
So you could check out that episode as well. Last year I did an episode on Beltane crafting. So this year for Beltane, I thought we should talk about the element of fire. So Parfait, what do you know about fire?
Ooh, well, I know fire, it creates and, well, I guess it also destroys too, huh?
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's mesmerizing, it's fascinating. I personally think it's passionate and sexy too. I mean, when you stare at a fire, it just brings this source of energy to you, you know? I don't know, it just makes me feel energetic. I personally think that it brings light and heat and passion and, well, you know, just energy and transformation. I think that it's just, it brings so much masculine energy, which just makes it so yummy.
Well, you do know a lot about fire, Miss Junior Witch. Somebody's been doing her homework over here.
A little reading up here and there.
I'm telling you, and I do love elemental magic. So today we're going to burn the house down, talking about all the different things. Just the house, not the neighborhood, I promise. All the fun things you can do with fire. We're going to talk about everyday things, some of the properties and associations with fire. And today we're just going to be getting smoky.
I love it. Let's do it.
All right. So let's start off by talking about some of the correspondences and associations that go along with the element of fire. Are you ready, Parfait?
I'm ready.
All right, let's hit it. First, the numbers, some of my favorite numbers, 1, 3, and 9. The direction of south. Time of day, Parfait, high noon. Not 4:20.
Oh, not that high.
High noon, time of day. A sense associated with fire is your sense of sight, and it's associated with the chakra, the sacral chakra.
Ooh.
Which kind of, you get that burning in your gut, that passion. You can see how that would work. It's associated with the colors red, orange, yellow, and gold, hence our beautiful outfits today.
I love gold.
And it is also associated with the astrological sign of Aries, which represents sparks and new beginnings, with Leo, which represents the steadfast flame, and with Sagittarius, which represents a transformative fire.
Oh.
And the ruling planets for fire are Mars, Jupiter, and of course, the Sun.
Herbs and plants like basil, peppers, ooh, hot ones that is, blessed thistle, cacti, coffee beans, one of my favorite things, sunflower, cedar, cinnamon, cloves, dragon's blood, and angelica. Oh, not our doll. All are herbs and plants. Celebrations and Sabbats like Beltane, Imbolc, Letha, which is also the summer solstice. Gems and stones like clear quartz, jasper, fire agate, citrine and lava rock, carnelian, ruby, garnet, and fire opal.
Ooh, and there's a lot of deities associated with fire. Some goddesses would be Bridget, Hestia, Vesta, Sekhmet, and Morrigan. And some gods would be Apollo, Prometheus, Lugh, Vulcan, and Freyr. And Parfait, there are so many animals associated with fire.
Like what?
Like dragons, because they
Ooh,
breathe
that's right.
fire.
Absolutely.
But also the lion, the phoenix, which rises up from the flames. But salamanders,
oh, I love those guys.
Fire drakes, falcons, and fireflies are associated with fire. And those are some of the different correspondences and associations for the element of fire.
Oh, fabulous. I never knew all that. Here are some everyday ways that you can connect with fire energy. Burn candles. Have a candle at dinner. Have a bonfire or light a fire in your fireplace. If you can't do either, watch a fire video right here on YouTube. One of our favorite places, of course. Have a cookout or cook or bake something right in your kitchen. Get outside and soak up some of those great sunny days. Create some cool artsy stuff. Have a candle at dinner, like I mentioned earlier. That's always fun and romantic. And just make some small changes to your routine.
You know, there are a lot of reasons to use the element of fire in your magic, and here are a few really good ones. First of all, you can use the element of fire to increase your drive, your passion, your vitality, and your inspiration. So if you're feeling kind of lackluster and unmotivated, you can use the element of fire to help really get you revved up. It's great to help you grow your confidence and your personal power. Fire magic is wonderful for purification. So if you feel like you need to just get rid of bad energy and get it out of the way, fire is a great element to work with. And it's also really good for banishment because you can use fire to destroy what you no longer need in your life symbolically. It's great to give you the courage to change bad habits and to help you change old ways of thinking, to shift your paradigms. And of course, I use fire a lot for protection. One of my favorite things to do, because I do a lot of sigils and I create a lot of sigils, once I've created sigils, is I love to empower them by burning them up. So many fun things you can do with fire magic. I just love it.
You can also use fire energy to try scrying. Scrying is a divination practice, sometimes called seeing or peeping, but not like that creepy neighbor you might be aware of. You can gaze into a medium, in this case like a flame or a fire, and it allows the universe to send you messages or visions to give you personal guidance and inspiration, which is always a good thing.
Now, like with all magic, there are certain things you have to be careful of when you're working with fire magic, and this is one where it's pretty obviously, please don't burn down the neighborhood.
Oh yeah.
Or the house. We joke around, but really, you know, fire magic is very combustible and it can lead to destruction and devastation. Fire energy is explosive, it's eruptive, it's impulsive. It can be obsessive, temperamental, it can even turn violent. So you want to work with fire cautiously.
Absolutely.
Work with this energy very carefully. Remember, fire can warm, but it can also burn. So use some good sense and a bit of care when you're working with fire and fire magic. But also remember, fire can burn the path to a new beginning. It burns down the old to make way for the new.
It's transformational. And just remember, respect fire. It's very important to.
I'm working on that. I love it so much.
We're not going to take much fire advice from her. Again, use your best judgment and always be cautious.
Well, you can take a lot of magical fire advice from me. Just maybe not the safety part. This is why I'm adding a caution, because I tend to get very passionate and excited and enthusiastic when working with fire. And I bet a lot of you do too. So just be careful. Remember, it is explosive, it is impulsive, And it can become obsessive. I have problems with that with fire, being obsessed with fire. So I hope you all have a great Beltane, and don't burn the neighborhood down. Don't burn the house down, but try to see if you can work a little fun and fire into your Beltane this year. And don't forget, in the words of Buddha, 1,000 candles can be lit from a single candle, and the life of the candle will not be shortened. Happiness never decreases by being shared. So thank you for sharing your time, effort, and energy with us here today at Meg's Magical Mansion. Again, don't burn the house down. Happy Beltane, and we'll see everybody next time.
Absolutely, toodles.
Today we continue our series on elemental magic and take a look at air.
Enter a world of enchantment, of enlightenment, Meg's Magical Mansion.
Come, whoever you are, to Meg's Magical Mansion, a virtual guest house for spiritual wayfarers. A place where the ordinary becomes magical, where wisdom is yours for the asking, and where your higher nature is just a wish away.
Come on and fly me in the big blue sky. On Parfait, fly me. Together we'll get high.
Oh, it sounds like fun, Parfait, but I don't think that's exactly how that song goes.
Oh, it's not?
Well, thanks for joining us today. I'm Meg, here with my scrumptious parlor maid, Parfait.
Sure.
And my beautiful assistant, Alice Poopers. Have a seat, girl.
Thank you.
And of course, today, I see you are well appointed for our discussion on air. It's a very appropriate topic for you somehow.
Well, there's quite a bit of it in my head.
I think so. So today we're going to talk about the element of air. It's in our series on elemental magic. If you didn't check out our episode on fire.
Ooh, that was a great one.
That was fun. So I'll link this at the end of the episode, and you can check that one out. And today we're talking all about air. So stick around. We're going to take a deep dive inside Parfait's head.
You don't want to go in there. It's scary.
And we're going to take a good look at air.
Fabulous. Stick around.
So what is air really? Well, my inner junior scientist has to, go for the scientific facts first. So air, Parfait, is a mix of gases that surrounds and envelops the planet Earth. It's 99% oxygen and nitrogen, but it has a bunch of other smaller little bits of elements mixed in there like argon, carbon dioxide, helium, krypton.
Oh, and gold.
No, not gold.
What?
Hydrogen.
Oh, yeah, and diamonds.
I don't think you can breathe diamonds, honey.
Of course you can. Don't be silly. Gosh.
Lord, of course you can. And maybe some xenon. How about that?
I know that.
Anyway, all species here on Earth, most all species require air to survive. And did you know, Parfait, that as you go up higher into the atmosphere, you might already know this, since you spend a lot of time up there in the stratosphere.
What can I say?
And as you move up higher, the air becomes thinner. And way up there in the stratosphere, there is a very special little molecule, called the ozone molecule. And large groups of these molecules form what we know as the ozone layer that protects us from harmful ultraviolet rays from the sun.
Oh, we still have one?
A sun?
No, the layer thing.
Oh, the ozone layer?
Yeah, that's it.
I don't know, it's a little patchy, but I think it's still there.
Oh, that's good.
Air is all around us all the time. Just because it's invisible, we sometimes take it for granted, or we even forget it's there at all. But because air surrounds us all the time, it's really super easy to use the element of air in your magic. You can use air energy in magical activities like levitation, telekinesis, and just, more everyday things like invoking spirits, divination, developing your psychic abilities. It's really helpful for dealing with legal issues and relationship issues, expanding your knowledge, and helpful in promoting travel.
That makes sense. Come fly me. Here are some of the associations that align with the air element. Air is associated with the direction of east. Air is a projective energy, as opposed to a receptive energy. Time of day associated with air is dawn. Senses that align with air are hearing. Think of how sound vibrations are carried through the air. Flute music or music from other wind instruments or even singing can help you connect with air. Smell is another sense associated with air. Think about the delicious smell your favorite food wafting through the air makes, or that super sexy cologne the guy next to you in line was wearing. Air is associated with your throat chakra, and the colors of air are yellow, white, and blue. I guess I wore the right outfit today. Some animals are representative of air. Bees and lots of birds. Blackbirds, eagles, hawks, ravens, and wrens. Plants and herbs associated with air are lavender, yellow, frankincense, dill, clover, rosemary, peppermint, fennel, cedar, apple, star anise, sandalwood, lemongrass, just to name a few. And there's astrological correspondences as well. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius are all air signs. Even if none of these signs are in your chart, you can work with air energy when you are under these signs, like in June for Gemini.
Well, you're a Gemini, Parfait, so maybe that explains why that brain of yours is so full of fluffy air.
Well, I am kind of an airhead, well, 90% of the time at least. The ruling planets of air are Mercury, Jupiter, and Uranus.
Some gemstones and crystals associated with air are topaz, pumice, sodalite, smoky quartz, sapphire, lapis lazuli, agate, and moldavite.
Ooh, I like that one.
There are some powerful deities you can call upon when working with air. Some goddesses are Nut, Urania, Hera, Juno, and Hathor. And some of the gods are Zeus, Thor, Mercury, or Uranus. Air magic can help you promote travel, freedom, communication, knowledge and wisdom, intuition, psychic abilities, and creative or artistic endeavors.
Here are some easy ways to help you connect with air. Feel the wind on your skin. Fly a kite, although not in a thunderstorm. Go cloud watching. Get up early and greet the dawn. Good luck with that one. Or stay up all night and greet the dawn on your way home from clubbing. Yeah, that's better. Burn incense or use an air diffuser. Hang up some wind chimes. Play pinwheels. Do some breathing exercises. Listen to music. And try some divination activities. If you're adventurous, go skydiving with a parachute. Or take a hot air balloon ride. Just stop and smell the flowers sometimes. Find ways to reduce your carbon footprint and help keep air clean.
Some fun and easy witchy ways to use air are: balance your air energy by working with its counterbalance element, earth, at the same time. Working with two balancing elements can be very powerful. Writing in the air is a powerful way to cast your spells and incantations. You can write in the air using your wand, athame, broom, burning stick of incense, or just your finger. Just imagine the words hanging right there in the air as you write them. Use the air around you when casting spells or doing divinations. The air will often change in temperature or quality. Be aware of the air around you as you are creating your magic. It can be a powerful indicator of the success of your working.
So remember, air is a playful energy associated with newness, springtime, and rebirth.
But it's also a very powerful element, and as someone who's lived through a few hurricanes, I know you have too, Parfait.
Absolutely.
We have seen the ferocious power of wind.
So use this power wisely, and may the winds of good fortune blow your way.
And don't forget, in the words of Buddha, 1,000 candles can be lit from a single candle, and the life of the candle will not be shortened. Happiness never decreases by being shared. So thank you for sharing your time, effort, and energy with us here today at Meg's Magical Mansion. I hope you enjoyed learning all about air.
Come fly me.
And that as you're walking through your day, you realize that you are literally enveloped in air, moving through air. So use that power and have fun with it.
Absolutely. Toodles.
Till next time. Get ready to go with the flow. Today we're talking about water magic.
Enter a world of enchantment, of enlightenment, Meg's Magical Mansion.
Come, whoever you are, to Meg's Magical Mansion, a virtual guest house for spiritual wayfarers, a place where the ordinary becomes magical, where wisdom is yours for the asking, and where your higher nature is just a wish away. Thanks for joining us here today at Meg's Magical Mansion. I'm Meg with my beautiful assistant, Miss Alice Pooper, and of course my delightful parlor maid. I was gonna say Parfait, but girl, what are you today? Like the Little Mermaid?
Yeah. Well, you know, baby, it's better down where it's wetter. Take it from me.
Well, that's right, because today we are talking about hydromancy.
Ooh, I think I did that one.
Yeah, that's just a fancy way of saying water magic, huh?
Oh.
Okay, have a seat. I'll tell you all about it.
Okay.
I think you know a little bit about water
I
magic.
probably do.
Looking like a little sprite that you are.
Well, you know.
Water, the element of water, is connected to our subconscious mind.
Ooh, with death and the afterlife.
And with renewal and regeneration.
It gives us the fluidity to change and adapt.
You know, water is deeply tied in with the emotions. People who are empathic are just naturally drawn to the water.
Oh, and don't forget the human body can be made up of almost 70% water. So that means we're pretty liquidy.
You know, water can be nurturing and calming and soothing, and it can be very reminiscent of the time we spent in the womb.
Ooh, so let's dive in now and learn more about water.
Water is associated with the direction west, with the moon and the planets Neptune and Pluto. The time of day associated with water is afternoon, and its season is autumn. The astrological water signs are Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Water is associated with all different shades of blues, silver, white, gray, seafoam green, indigo, turquoise, and black.
Some crystals and gemstones associated with water are aquamarine, blue topaz, moonstone, amethyst, clear quartz, blue lace agate, coral, hagstones, and pearls. I love pearls.
Water is associated with the Greek god Poseidon and his Roman counterpart Neptune, but also Ceto, the goddess of the danger of the ocean, and Aegeon, the god of violent sea storms. Oceanus, the eldest of the Titans, who predates the Olympian gods. Amphitrite, the wife of Poseidon and the queen of the seas. But water deities are found all over the world. For example, the Bantu goddess Bunzi, who ruled over rain, rainbows, and waters. Or Matsu, the Chinese goddess of the sea and protector of seafarers. And Susanoo, Shinto god of the sea and its tempests. Nijord, the ancient Norse god of the sea. Or maybe even that old scoundrel, Davy Jones, known as the Pirate of the Seas in the piratey lore.
Some herbs and plants connected with water are chamomile, gardenia, hops, jasmine, lemon balm, frangipani, thyme, spruce, vanilla, yarrow, seaweed, kelp, nettle, dandelion.
Some magical tools that work well with water are the cauldron, the chalice, bowls, mirrors, shells, shark's teeth, and driftwood.
Did you know that you can use different kinds of water in your spells? In all kinds of different ways. Just think about all the varieties of water that are out there. Like rainwater, moon water, river water, seawater, brackish water, waterfall water, well water, tap water, puddle water, and mud, swamp water, pond water, holy water, snow, ice and hail, and even dew and fog. Who knew there were so many different kinds of water?
Here are some witchy ideas for water. Make some moon water. We're going to post a how-to video soon on how to do this. Start your spells and rituals with a cleansing herbal bath. Try scrying or divining by gazing into a bowl of water. Create a water feature on your altar. Sit by a body of water, an ocean, river, lake, pond. Observe the patterns on the water surface. Meditate and gain new insights. Learn about and perhaps try to attract some water spirits like mermaids, lake ladies, kelpies, fin folk, or water fairies. Perform water spells and rituals in conjunction with the lunar phases. To learn more about moon magic, guess what? We got a video for that.
But if you're looking for some fun and easy ways to connect with water, here are some. Go for a swim. Listen to the rain. Make a pot of tea. Collect seashells. Take a relaxing bath or shower. Stay hydrated by drinking water throughout your day. Decorate with a nautical theme. Try using shells, dolphins, fish, seahorses, and other ocean themes in your decor. It is so easy to immerse yourself in the fun of water.
So remember, balancing your water element can help you manifest all your dreams.
Water can help you discover your true self and help you stop worrying about trying to be the person you think others want you to be.
Water can help give you the patience to try until you succeed. Just think about the power of water and how it can just wear down rocks over time. Water gives you the power to mold your reality to match your intentions and gives you the patience to get it there.
So, to quote the amazing and super hot Bruce Lee, empty your mind, be formless, shapeless, like water. If you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. If you put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put it in a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now water can flow or it can crash. Be water, my friend.
And in the words of Buddha, 1,000 candles can be lit from a single candle, and the life of the candle will not be shortened. Happiness never decreases by being shared. Thank you for sharing your time and energy with us here today at Meg's Magical Mansion. Today we continue our series on elemental magic as we dig deep into the power of Earth.
Enter a world of enchantment, of enlightenment, Meg's Magical Mansion.
Come, whoever you are, to Meg's Magical Mansion, a virtual guest house for the spiritual wayfarer, a place where the ordinary becomes magical, where wisdom is yours for the asking, and where your higher nature is just a wish away. Thanks for joining us here today at the Magical Mansion. I'm Meg with my beautiful assistant, Miss Alice Pooper, and of course we're joined by our delightful parlor maid, Parfait.
Charmed. Oh my gosh, I love your outfit.
Oh my gosh, I love your outfit.
That looks so familiar.
Yours does too.
Here,
Red Fair?
Yeah.
Mine ran Fair 3 years ago.
Mine's just from this past year.
Well, since I made all these, I probably, pretty
And she did a fabulous job.
Check it out. You look so good in that beautiful coat. Have a seat, girl. Take a load off. You know, if you didn't check out our Ren Fair episodes, we've been a couple of times.
Oh yeah.
I'll link the latest one up there. We had a great time. We love to go and check out the costumes, check out the fun at the Ren Fair.
The people and all the events.
Did we go this year?
Oh yeah, we do.
You know, if you have any ideas what kind of Ren Fair costumes you want us to wear, let us know.
Let us know what you'd like us to do.
I could make us into just about anything, you know. Ooh, that could be fun.
I know.
Well, today you do look very earthy.
Well, thank you. I've been feeling kind of earthy.
Yes, like a creature from the forest, as you can see. I've been feeling a little, earthy as well. So, today we are on our 4th episode in our series on elemental magic.
That's right, and one of my favorite ones, of course, Earth.
We're talking all about Earth, yeah. So, you know, Earth is an element of our 3-dimensional world. It's like the element of our 3D world. It's all about the eternal cycle of growth, harvest, decay, and regeneration.
Earth is an element of substance, and it's what keeps us calm and centered.
You know, Earth wants to bind. It's the creator of long-term steady growth over time.
And it's an element of everything, really, that's both solid and physical. Boy, you know, I think we're going to really enjoy this topic. Hey, let's find out more. The element Earth is a feminine energy, just like me. It aligns with direction north. And it's associated with colors green, brown, and yellow. The time of day associated with Earth is morning. Earth is also associated with seasonal transitions. The astrological signs for Earth are Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. And it's strongly tied to your root chakra.
The element of Earth is everywhere we look. It's in the rocks, soil, mountains, deserts, beaches, canyons, valleys. It's in the metals, roots, plants, and as far as I'm concerned, it's in all the creatures whose life is sustained by the Earth. And when your Earth element is in balance, you feel strong and nurtured, safe and protected. This element gives great security and comfort.
Here are some easy ways you can connect with the power of Earth. Keep plants and fresh flowers in your home. Take a nature walk. Make a sand meditation garden. I have one of those. It's fun. Collect rocks and crystals. Plant a garden. If you don't have space for a garden, consider volunteering at a community garden in your area. Walk barefoot in the grass or sand. Or even lay down in the grass and connect with the ground beneath you. It feels awesome, especially after a long night.
The Earth element adds power to all kinds of spells and magical activities. You can incorporate the Earth element into your manifestation spells, ancestral workings, cord cutting activities. It really helps with self-love, protection spells, fertility issues, and it just can't be beat for spells assisting you with prosperity and good fortune.
Some plants and herbs connected with the element of earth are moss, spruce, pine, cedar, patchouli, lavender, basil, rosemary, and root vegetables. And some crystals and stones associated with the earth element are moss agate, jade, obsidian, black tourmaline, smoky quartz, and petrified wood, not to be confused with old boner.
Some deities connected with earth are Gaia, the Greek personification of earth, the Wiccan corn god who represents wilderness, sexuality, hunting, and the life cycle. Ostra, also called Ostara, the Germanic goddess of spring. We get the word Easter from her name. Freyr, the Norse god of fertility, peace, and good harvest. Artemis and her Roman counterpart Diana, goddess of the hunt, wilderness, and all wild animals. Dionysus and his Roman counterpart Bacchus, the god of orchards, fruit, winemaking, fertility, and you're going to love this, Parfait, general wild partying and merrymaking.
Woo! Gee, sounds like my kind of god. I also love the Native American spider grandmother, revered by the Hopi and Navajo people. She brings help and assistance to those who call upon her. She lives as a spider under a rock, but when called upon for assistance, she can appear as an old woman. These are just a few of the deities connected with Earth.
And now a special poem to help you connect with the element of Earth. Today's poem is written by William Cullen Bryant, the 19th century American nature poet, journalist, abolitionist, and lawyer. This poem speaks beautifully to the way the earth element helps us understand the cyclical nature of life. And it's entitled, The Planting of the Apple Tree. Come, let us plant the apple tree. Cleave the tough greensward with the spade. Wide let its hollow bed be made. There gently lay the roots, and there sift the dark mold with kindly care, and press it o'er them tenderly, as round the sleeping infant's feet we softly fold the cradle sheet. So we plant the apple tree. What plant we in this apple tree? Buds which the breath of summer days shall lengthen into leafy sprays. Boughs where the thrush with crimson breast shall haunt and sing and hide her nest. We plant upon the sunny lea a shadow for the noontide hour, a shelter from the summer shower, when we plant the apple tree. What plant we in this apple tree? Sweets for 100 flowery springs, to load the May wind's restless wings. When from the orchard row he pours its fragrance through our open doors. A world of blossoms for the bee, flowers for the sick girl's silent room. For the glad infant springs of bloom, we plant with the apple tree. What plant we in this apple tree? Fruits that shall swell in sunny June, and redden in the August noon, and drop when gentle airs come by, that fan the blue September sky. When children come with cries of glee, and seek them where the fragrant grass betrays their bed to those who pass at the foot of the apple tree. And when above this apple tree the winter stars are quivering bright, and winds go howling through the night, girls who young eyes o'erflow with mirth shall peel its fruit by cottage hearth, and guests in prouder homes shall see, heaped with the grape of Cintra's vine, and golden orange of the lime, the fruit of the apple tree. The fruitage of this apple tree, winds and our flag of stripe and star, shall bear to coasts that lie afar, where men shall wonder at the view, and ask in what fair groves they grew. And sojourners beyond the sea shall think of childhood's careless day, and long, long hours of summer play in the shade of the apple tree. Each year shall give this apple tree a broader flush of roseate bloom, a deeper maze of verdurous gloom, and loosen, when the frost clouds lower, the crisp brown leaves in thicker shower. The years shall come and pass, but we shall hear no longer where we lie the summer songs, the autumn sigh, in the boughs of the apple tree. And time shall waste this apple tree. Oh, when its aged branches throw thin shadows on the ground below, shall fraud and force and iron will oppress the weak and helpless still? What shall the task of mercy be amid the toils, the strifes, the tears of those who live the length of years? Is wasting this little apple tree? Who planted this old apple tree? The children of that distant day thus to some aged man shall say, and gazing on its mossy stem, the gray-haired man shall answer them. A poet of the land was he, born in the rude but good old times. 'Tis said he made some quaint old rhymes on planting the apple tree.
And there you go. There's some fun facts and ideas and ways that you can use the element of earth. And, you know, earth brings that stability into our lives. It's the element that really nurtures us.
This element is a powerful aid and could be really useful in setting and achieving your goals. The energy is methodical, realistic, and gets results.
So whatever you are manifesting in your life, try using the element of earth to help you bring your ideas and plans and dreams to fruition. So ground yourself in the safety and security of earth energy. And in the words of Buddha, 1,000 candles can be lit from a single candle, and the life of the candle will not be shortened.
Happiness never decreases by being shared. So thank you for sharing your time and attention with us here at Meg's Magical Mansion.
Don't forget to tune in next time. We're going to be doing our final episode in our series on elemental magic, and that's going to be all about spirit.
Can't wait.
See you then.
Toodles.
Today in our series on elemental magic, we're talking about the mystical fifth element, spirit.
Enter a world of enchantment, of enlightenment, Meg's Magical Mansion.
Come, whoever you are, to Meg's Magical Mansion, a virtual guest house for spiritual wayfarers, a place where the ordinary becomes magical, where wisdom is yours for the asking, and where your higher nature is just a wish away. Thanks for joining us here today at the Magical Mansion. I'm Meg with my fluffy little helper, Alice Pooper, and of course my delightful parlor maid, Parfait.
Charm.
Hey, Parfait, you look great today.
Thank you. I just had this laying around you.
I love this angelic look on you.
Oh, I know. I was feeling very angelic today because we're covering our fifth and final element.
I know, and it's a very spiritual element.
It is, yes.
Hey, take a seat, and we'll
Thank you.
talk all about it. You know, we've talked about the 4 basic elements. Do you remember what they all are?
Oh, okay. I think I got this.
Think about the outfits you wore, and it'll all come back to you.
It'll all help. Okay. So,
you started with the lady in red. You were the
yes, yes. A fire. I was fire.
Yes,
Yep,
yes.
yep. And then after that, I believe I was a stewardess, so I was air.
Air.
Yep.
Yes.
And then I was a delightful mermaid.
Little mermaid.
So that must have been water.
Correct. Yeah.
And then I was a delightful elfin creature. Very, very cute, by the way. And
I love
that.
that
Would have been Earth.
Yeah.
So, ooh, we're on our final one.
Yeah. Today we're back with part 5 in our series on elemental magic.
So what could it be?
Hmm.
Well, I was very, very angelic, so I know. Spirit. It's spirit.
Yeah.
Oh, yay. Okay. This week we're taking a look at the element of spirit. It's a magical 5th element, and it's the force behind all existence.
That's right, Parfait. You know, spirit is the power that drives the divine. It is that absolute and constant source of life.
Spirit is all and nothing.
It's chaos and order.
It's joy and sorrow.
It's life and death.
Ooh, gee, this element is kind of contradictory, isn't it?
Yeah, it is indeed. And this is because it's where the conscious and the unconscious mind meet. It's the beginning and the end of manifestation.
Wow, well, spirit is pure, raw power, without awareness or form. Ooh, that sounds so mysterious, doesn't it? Let's find out more.
Spirit is the energy from which the other elements are derived. It's always there, just waiting for our instructions to act in whatever way we direct it to.
Spirit is also created when the other 4 elements come into perfect balance. So keeping those elements well balanced can increase the amount of spirit in your life.
It's important to remember that each of those elements are dependent on one another. Excess of one element creates a loss of another.
The element of spirit can also be viewed as the soul, the spark of divine essence that is in each of us. Spirit reminds us that all comes from the same source. There truly is no separation between us.
Just artificial separations our egos like to put up to make us feel superior and cover up all our insecurities.
There is no separation between us, the God, Goddess, and all that is.
The element of spirit gives each of us the ability to co-create and manifest whatever kind of life we want to have here in this 3D plane.
Spirit is the endless possibility of everything we can experience and create.
The element of spirit is also referred to as the Akasha. We did an episode on the Akashic record, and you might want to check that out. I'll link that at the end of this episode. Spirit is also called the ether. It's the etheric source of time, wisdom, and life itself.
Because spirit rules over all and nothing, there aren't really a lot of associations with this element. So I guess spirit rules over transcendence, transformation, the deity within, all other elements, all of existence, and the void of existence. Wow, that's esoteric.
The direction for spirit is all directions, and it has no fixed time of day, as spirit is beyond all time. It is the giver of time.
There are some color associations. Black, white, purple, and metallic colors like gold, silver, and copper.
The element of spirit is associated with the major arcana in the tarot deck. If you're interested in learning more about the connection between the elements and tarot, check back next time for an episode all about that.
The element of spirit is associated with mythical creatures like the Sphinx and the Kundalini serpent.
Its place is outer space, the void, and the unconscious mind. And spirit also exists in the hollow spaces of your body,
such as your stomach, intestines, gallbladder, bladder, and your heart.
Who knew we were so filled with spirit? Some deities that you can work with include Aditi, an important Vedic goddess in Hinduism. She personifies the infinite, endless cosmos.
Asherah, an ancient Near Eastern mother goddess. She is the mother of the 70 great gods and the consort of El, the chief god.
Mawu, the West African creator goddess, associated with the sun and the moon.
And one of my all-time favorite goddesses, Kali, the Hindu goddess of time, change, creation, power, death, and destruction. She's so cheerful, I love her. We have an episode all about her in our Power Goddess series, which I will also link at the end of this episode.
I love Kali. She's such a badass. You know, spirit is the bridge between our physical world and the spiritual. It is the means by which you can summon the other elements to you.
That's right. And it's important to remember that none of these elements work in isolation. They are very interdependent. It takes each of the 4 elements in balance, working through the magical conduit of spirit to be able to co-create with the divine.
To quote Irvin Laszlo, author of The Akashic Experience, Science and the Cosmic Memory Field, where does our creative energy come from in the first place? Pure energy is always emitting from the source of the universe, brimming with infinite potential. This energy supports all forms of life, big or small. Each human being receives a steady supply of this same universal energy, and each of us assigns a shape to that energy by means of our words, thoughts, and emotions. This is the process of creation. The energy of any thought, whatever it might be, holds the potential for generating a creative field. However, unless several thoughts of the same type are emitted, a creative field will not be formed. Just one thought in and of itself will quickly lose impetus unless it is reinforced by the energy of other thoughts that resemble it. If several thoughts of the same type are emitted, the energy of those thoughts will band together and the rudiments of a creative field will take shape. Once this rudimentary field has been formed, new energy can easily be added to it. As its mass increases, it will consolidate into a cohesive creative field. As this field continues to grow, it exerts a stronger and stronger influence on the person's will, decisions, and behavior.
So good luck using the power of elemental magic to create the reality you desire. Well, there you have it, our look at the element of spirit, that endless element that has no form.
It's just pure energy.
Spirit is everywhere, in everything, but it cannot take its own physical form. We must call it into existence in conjunction with the 4 other elements.
And that, my friends, is how you manifest.
And as humankind continues to explore the universe and give kisses and go deeper into her mysteries, we will learn more about the magic of the ether.
As our knowledge expands, co-creating with the universe will become child's play.
That's why I'm so fascinated with the intersection where science and spirituality collide. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the look at the element of spirit with all its contrary ways. It is the way of the universe, and it's the way to manifest everything you want in the 3D world. And of course, don't forget, in the words of Buddha, 1,000 candles can be lit from a single candle, and the life of the candle will not be shortened. Happiness never decreases by being shared. So thank you for sharing your time and attention with us here today at Meg's Magical Mansion.
Take care. Toodles.